So in today's video, guys, we are going to talk about relationship between doctors and nurses in any hospital. And when you go to any facility, you realize that these people are so close, so close, especially in big hospitals, even in those outpatient clinics. You realize that these people work hand in hand, and we have to, because without working very close to doctors and nurses, we depend on each other. That's the point. Yeah. So sometimes it's so hard for us to understand each one's personality. I think just it's crazy because the kind of work we go through, the the pressure at work and everything, sometimes it's so hard to understand each and every one of us or each other. For example, we have doctors with different attitudes. We have caring doctors, we have doctors who are very, very tough at work with what they do. They're specific with how they want things to be run. They are specific on how they want their patients to be taken care of. And we have these doctors who jokes a lot, and we love such kind of doctors. They are free when they are with nurses. You just feel like they are one of they are one of you. Like there's just that bond between you that really makes nurses very comfortable. And that those strict doctors, when they come, they don't greet you. They just ask, where's the file? How is my patient? How are the vitals? Yani, they are too serious for their work. Yeah, especially most professors. Yeah, let me say it that way. Most professors, they are too strict, they are too serious. I don't know. But you will also find some consultants or professors, they are so calm, they are so professional at their work, they are so gentle and kind to everyone. And yeah, so sometimes we find it so hard, like uh working with this kind of personalities, because you find that a doctor is there, yes, he's there to come and check on his or her patient, but there are this caring part in a nurse. Ukimuona tu unashtuka, you just feel like, oh my god, he's here this time. What will he shout of you? They are just shouting in the corridor. Anything slight, they're shouting on you, and that's not professional. So the relation between nurses and doctors is a bit tricky, but the best thing is to understand your roles and your responsibilities. And you have to understand that you are all professionals and you are at work for the sake of these patients. Okay. As I mentioned in my last video, we all have bad days and good days. We all have bad days at work. We have crazy days that you don't even want to remember about it. But there's this thing that I don't understand. When did we become so unprofessional? Because when something is wrong, why do you have to shout at me like a 2-year old? Why do you have to command me? Why do you have to talk like I have to fear you? Have had have had scenarios or situations where the doctors quarrel or talk to nurses like their own sister, their own siblings in front of patients. That's very uncalled for. That's very unprofessional. And I don't know if you can quarrel or you can shout in front of a patient, or you are shouting to someone's sister, someone's wife. Then how do you treat your own family back at home? How do you talk to your wife back at home? Because, you know, actually have had two experiences, one on myself and another one on my colleague. Someone shouting to you literally like you are his or her daughter, like you are not just a daughter, not just a teenager, like a toddler. You cannot, we are at work and you are here shouting to me like I'm your toddler. That's very uncalled for. And next time when it happens, please, nurses, it's high time we stand up, we defend our rights, we take actions, and we stop this. Because honestly speaking, if you are shouting at me in front of a patient, then definitely, how will the patient react when I'm going to attend to her? He or she will underrate me, and you are lowering my self-esteem for no good reason. And maybe this is something that I can explain to you, this is something that I can tell you and you can understand. And so some doctors are just crazy. Honestly, I don't know. Even if you're having a bad day, there's a way you can communicate. Even if you're taking me to a director, to my in charge, you are going to report me to an in charge, it's better than shouting at me in front of patients. That's so bad. And I hope doctors, you're gonna change this. And I feel most of the time nurses, we do respect doctors. Honestly speaking, a good percentage of nurses will respect doctors. Have never heard or have never seen a nurse shouting to a doctor. Honestly speaking, as much as you feel like you are ahead of us, maybe, but there's that professionalism. It doesn't matter the way you talk to me, the way you address me, the way you ask questions, that the way I will answer you, it like talks a lot. So let's be careful. Let's not be mean to each other. We are here for one purpose, for the sake of the patients, and for everything to run smoothly. Like, talk to me like you are colleague, after all we are colleagues and we are here for one purpose. So yeah, hadi nimekasirika anyway. And thumbs up to these good doctors in a professional way, good doctors in a manner that they are taking care of their patients. They are, they're inquiring things from nurses. That this just generous doctor that you feel like, oh my god, when you see her patient or his patient, you feel like, oh my god, it's Dr. So and so's patient. Or I'm just joking. Anyway, there are these doctors who are so caring. The way they approach to you, they are so understanding. Even if they come, for example, they ask about lab works of this patient, you try to explain to this doctor, I have been having a busy day, have been having blah blah blah, I'm sorry, the samples are not yet collected, or maybe I'm still following up on the results, it's not ready. And he'll be like, okay sister, if it's ready, kindly inform me. Because I want to make the decision. And you feel like, oh my god. And then there's another doctor who is very, very totally opposite, you guys. When you tell him, you try to explain, you are doing maybe this and this, the day has been a bit busy, you got engaged and you didn't follow up the lab works, you are going to collect the results from the lab. Hey, the next thing, you are called in a meeting, quickly, urgently, emergency meeting, maybe in a boardroom, in doctor's room. The doctor is shouting all over, why is this lab work not ready? So who is supposed to follow it up? Am I the one who is supposed to go to the lab to collect the results? It becomes a whole deal, like a whole deal. My God, you need to apologize to this doctor. You need to write statement about it, what happened. And you will even have a warning letter or something, because, oh my God, maybe no one will understand you. Well, we have such doctors. So nurses, when you go in the field, don't be surprised. You'll meet them. And some of them are very kind and generous. They come on shift, they'll have something to snack on. Oh, where are the nurses? How many are you on shift? Today I want to buy you breakfast. In a professional way, they're just caring. Not that they have bad intentions, you guys. There are some people who told us that they think nurses are always doctors' side chicks. That's not the truth, guys. We are just professional, and sometimes we have these doctors who are too nice to you in a good way, not in a bad way. We are all married. Most of the nurses and doctors, most of them, they have families, and we respect each other, guys. We are here professionally, because believe me, the doctor will not stop talking to the nurse because he's married. No. So sometimes it's just a normal job routine that we do. We take them rounds, we take them to see patients, and when some people see that, they feel like, I told you, there are always a female nurse and a male doctor, going for rounds. Tunasikianga hizo story, by the way. Anyway, it's just for the sake of the patient. Then there's these doctors that you really fear. I had forgotten mentioning it, guys. There are these doctors that we really fear, even calling them when there's a problem, especially at night. Maybe the patient is in pain, na maybe painkiller imeisha, or maybe you need to add another painkiller because the patient is not responding on the current medication. And so you call the doctor. Hata before you call, you are calculating, you are breathing in and out, you don't know how this doctor is going to respond. You just hear background and akuklikia, he's clicking at you, you are wondering, kwani nimefanya nini? I'm just concerned about your patient. I'm telling you I need this and this. And maybe, for example, you're calling for a medication, a painkiller, anakujibu ati sumpe painkiller yenye iko, then ana hang up, or unaona tu like the way the mood yenye anakujibia, like oh my god, is it a mistake to ask you about painkiller or any medication about your patient? Yani sometimes it irritates, and for me, I'll call you back, nitakupigia my dear, I'll call you, have to wake up, I'll tell you, doc, you are not audible, you have to tell me which painkiller for how many days, tell me frequency. You can't just tell me peana painkiller yenye iko na una hang up. What? Oh my. You better change. Next time we're gonna record you, it will be used in the court of law. So thank you to these amazing doctors, and we hope, and we really I really pray that we change our perspective, we change this thing of, the doctor is more important than nurses, the nurses are more important than doctors. We are all one. We cannot do. At some point, we'll need the help of the nurses, honestly speaking. At some point, most of the time, we need the help of the doctors. A good time, most of the time, actually. We need their advice, we need their recommendation, we need their prescription, we need everything from doctors. So, we are all equal in healthcare system. Don't demean any person, don't underrate anyone, and let's just love each other as one, okay? Anyway, in my own thinking, I feel like these people who understand nurses, they really know how much nurses do, how much rounds we do in corridors, how much walkings we can. It's not easy being a nurse, especially in a busy facility. You guys. So this kind of people who come and appreciate nurses, the doctors are there. Sometimes they bring you lunch. I feel like shouting doctor's name, They have been so kind to us, especially during holidays, Christmas holidays, New Year Eve. They are always there to give us something, to bring us lunch. Oh my god, and that's so motivating when such a doctor has like a problem. Aki, you can help in any capacity you can, because you feel like she or he cares a lot, and she understands the kind of job that you do each and every time. So we really appreciate, honestly, deep from our hearts. And sometimes it's so hard for us to appreciate you understand, it's so hard for nurses to appreciate doctors. I don't know why, for some reason, so we unafika tu mahali you fear doctors, kuna ile tu boundary, you feel like this would be too little for this doctor, I feel like hakuna haja. So thank you for watching this video. Yeah, if you're a nurse, don't be discouraged out there, don't be underrated. Always, if you know you're doing the right thing, don't feel bad about it, and don't let anyone to underrate you, okay? Take an action, talk to your senior nurse, talk to your in charge. Even if you talk to the director, if that is the best action you can take, then do it. We all have to be equal, and we all need to be respected. Anyway, till next time, guys. Bye.